One of the things that has been on the mind of people is this election, the Osun State election, happened July 16, 2022. And it's many months later that we are having this issue of the BVAS. Would we say that is it this time that the BVAS is just detecting that some anomaly happened during the election? Could you please help us make that part clear? Is it an evidence that has always been on ground, or is it just something that it is the BVAS is just able to detect in January for the election that happened last year, July?
Clarify this misconception across Nigeria. You know, just like people in the media will say that to rely on the BVAS is an issue, BVAS is not reliable, and things like that. It was the intervention of the BVAS, the introduction of the BVAS into our electioneering process that has given us the opportunity to know that somebody can bypass the technology and find his way to collect the ballot paper and cast the vote without accreditation. Let me remind you that BVAS did not, cannot, shall not, and will never increase the number of voters. In other words, we did not use BVAS for electronic voting. Nigeria has not introduced electronic voting. So it was not BVAS as a machine, as a device, as a technology that caused, overvoting. Because the purpose of BVAS was to ascertain the correctness and the numbers of people that turn up for voting and were duly accredited. In other words, BVAS will be used for accreditation. So the issue whether BVAS is this, BVAS is that narrative does not arise at all. BVAS has no problem. BVAS was the machine that exposed that some people could vote without passing through it.
Okay, yes, we take cognizance of the fact that it was through BVAS that they were able to detect the anomaly that happened. But the question is, how come it was after several months that BVAS is just detecting? Has it been an evidence that has always been on ground that, okay, we knew that this was what happened during the election, or is it just now that the investigation started into the election? Because I could imagine the governor of Osun State, that's Ademola Adeleke, he would have already been flexing on his throne, so to speak, and then suddenly having that snatched away from him.
Let's two things up. Don't mix politics into the issue or cases arising from election. Politics is a different thing. INEC will not dabble into politics. Election was conducted. Election was carried out. Result was announced. Somebody felt that, no, I have issues to join with the process. I had issues to join with the process. By virtue of his piece of evidence that he had, he was able to come to the tribunal, present, the case before the tribunal with all the available supporting pieces of evidence. He was able to prove it to the court. So the issue of why is it after 6 months or 7 months will not arise, because a case in tribunal is a thing that you have to substantiate your claim. If you approach the tribunal for a case, you say you are a petitioner, you come to the court, you have to succeed on the strength of your case. So the petitioner was able, within the available evidence, marshal his evidence before the court.
You were mentioning that one of the things that the petition, one of the things with abundance of evidence, that was why his petition was considered. Now, one of the questions that I have is, how come it was a person taking the case to the petition that had this evidence that knew that, okay, the number of people who got accredited, that there was overvoting and all that. How come it's not INEC that is coming up with that figure?
How can INEC come up with such a figure? INEC cannot come with such a figure because there is a presumption of regularity in whatever we do as an agency of government. And that was why we said at the polling unit, we have property agents, we have security, we have observers. So if there are issues joined with INEC on any of our processes and procedures, then we look at it. But when it comes to the issue of litigation, the person that, we succeed before the tribunal or court is the one that will succeed on the strength of his case based on the available evidence adduced before the court.
This case that happened in Osun State will serve as deterrent to politicians in 2023, the ones who will vote in just few days, or let me say few weeks, that you would not be able to bypass or you would not be able to cheat, and the election is going to be credible, with Osun State serving as an example.
God bless you. I agree with you. And what we are saying, what INEC is saying now is that our searchlight is going to be beamed on our ad hoc staff and officials. We have procedure. As you come to the polling unit, you come with your PVC. A particular official will look at your PVC corresponding with what we have in the register. After that, you go to the person holding the BVAS. Before you can now say you want to collect the ballot paper. On no account. And that is why I want to say to Nigerians, all of us in Nigeria, we must own the electoral process together. Not just about INEC, not just about our official, not just about REC, not just about the chairman. All of us, we must own the process. When you are there as an observer, observe the procedure laid down by INEC. Nobody should get the ballot paper unless he or she has been accredited through the BVAS. If you think you want to have your way and you surreptitiously or fraudulently bypass the BVAS will expose you. And our regulation is that where the number of those who vote in a particular polling unit exceed the number of accredited voters, that result should be cancelled. And I want to tell you, INEC is going to, watch out for anywhere. INEC is going to ensure that our regulations are observed, they are followed, they are applied to letter, so that Nigerians should know that we need to do the right thing at the right time. Politicians should not teach people to bypass BVAS. Voters should learn how not to bypass the BVAS. Our officials, our ad hoc staff should also learn to be vigilant on those people that are coming to vote, those who have criminal mind to commit electoral fraud.
And let us quickly talk about the PVC collection, because INEC too has shifted the deadline, and it is known that a lot of people have been clamoring for extension of this deadline. Would you say INEC just gave in to public demands, or was there some special things that made INEC consider that we should give people more time to collect their PVCs?
But you should also know that INEC does not reside in the cloud. INEC does not reside in heaven. INEC resides within and among human beings. My chairman is a human being. My 12 national commissioners are human beings. They have ears to hear. The chairman listens to news, the agitations from civil society, everybody clamoring, I've not gotten my PVC, things like that. The commission harvested all this together and sat down, on Saturday and came out with a statement that with all this happening, don't forget, on Friday, all the resident electoral commissioners were in Abuja, to listen to the chairman, and the chairman received briefs from all of us. We reported what happens in our state. Everything put together, the commission came out and said, no, let us still allow some days, for our people to be able to collect the PV. And that is the reason why we have extended till the 5th of February. And I think the Nigerians will use that opportunity to come out. They should not go to the ward or RA level. We are not at the polling unit level. The collection point is at the local government, in Nigeria. And all Nigerians should go there from, 8:30 in the morning, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Our people are there, including Saturday and Sunday. They will be there to attend to them to collect their PVC.
So much, and I want to say that is very kind of the Commission. We thank you, Nigerians. Thank you for your kind-heartedness. Thank you very much.
My sister, anyway, I won't say you should not thank us because it's an official thing that we need to do. That's why I said we must own it together. It shows that Nigerians are following INEC. They are observing what we are doing. The same thing on election day. They should open their eyes very well, particularly at the polling unit. Don't forget, the real result is now at the polling unit. Nigerians should not just say, INEC, what are you doing? Did you not see them? No, don't wait until you call INEC. You also see it. If you see something, say it loudly so that the authority concerned can take action. I appreciate you for this intervention.